Nothing can be more delightful for me to welcome you all on an Thank you. Thank you so much. Hand holding is so important and it yields results immediately. Very warm good morning to all of you. Being son of a farmer, nothing could be more dear to my heart than what has been spoken by Dr. Manoj. Dr. Chandrasekhar Pemasani, Honorable Minister, as Chairman Rajya Sabha, I have seen him in action. He brings on the table modernity, great exposure, and deep commitment. What I normally avoid, that is complimenting someone from my chair, I made an exception in his case twice. So his presence as a member of the Union Ministry of a nation that is 1.4 billion and home to 1/6 of humanity is very significant. The Honorable Agriculture Minister Shivraj Chauhan is very passionate about the cause of Ardo. He's in mission mode. And when he discussed with me, well, he enthused even the son of the farmer and made me aware of the great importance and relevance of this convergence and congregation. Sri Ahmed Ibrahim, President Ardo, Sri Kamal Glal, Vice President Ardo from Asia, Srimati Rubia Binti Wang, Vice President of Ardo from Asia, Excellencies, heads of delegations, observers. I find it very delightful when we have more vice. I am a vice president and I have taken name of already 2 vice presidents. Before I start, let me take note of the dais. We are 5 with only 1 woman being there. And let me therefore tell you, gender participation in governance is fundamental to bring about equality. Gender participation is fundamental to cut into inequities. India is perhaps the only country in the world that has constitutionally structured participation of women in governance at the village level to the extent of 1/3, at the municipal level to the extent of 1/3 minimum. And recently, I had the good fortune to preside over Rajya Sabha, the upper house, when for the Parliament, Lok Sabha, and state legislatures, a reservation has been carved out for women to the extent of 1/3. That's a historical, epochal development. It's going to be game changer for the theme which is very dear to all of you. The second situation I seek to share with you, and I do it because I got into Indian Parliament for the first time in 1989, 35 years ago. Had the good fortune to be a minister of this country, like Dr. Chandrasekhar Pemasani. I was as young as he is. The scene then and the scene now, for me, beyond belief, beyond dreams, beyond contemplation. In a country of 1.4 billion people, now we have in every household a toilet. In every household, electric connection. In every household, a cooking gas connection. In every household, piped water is on way. Every household has internet connection. Every house is connected with road. There is close by a health center that doesn't tax your pocket. And there is school education around. If I put it in a situation which can make anyone understand, when during COVID we worked from home, working from the village was far more convenient because of digital connectivity. Massive transformative steps are taken only through two aspects. One, education. And this country has enormously benefited by education being transformed. And second, empowering the people. Let me give you some indication. When it comes to internet usage per capita, we are more than that of USA and China taken together. When it comes to formalization of economy or digital transfer, direct transfers as we call it, we account for more than 50% of the global community. And when it comes to giving statistics, hold your breath. We are 4 times the combined transactions of USA, UK, France and Germany. Our economic rise, economic upsurge has been phenomenal. Our economy a decade ago was in double digits on a global benchmark. Now we are 5th in the world, on way to becoming 3rd in 2 years. The nation is set for a target of a developed nation by 2047, which is no longer a dream. If I look around the accolades we have got from world institutions, and I know how they behaved, and how now they behave with some countries, how they bail out some countries, you know that more than I do, excellencies. I know how they behaved with us in the 90s when I was a minister. A gold of this country was shipped by air to be placed to 2 banks in Switzerland to sustain our fiscal credibility, because our foreign exchange then was around $1 billion. Now it's 700 billion US dollars. That jump. India, therefore, is an example in the world. What is the good soothing impact of rural development, of village development, of empowerment of the rural people? And therefore, I take this convergence as a significant milestone. This brainstorming over next 2-3 days will be a game changer, because world stability is to be defined by growth of the rural sector, growth of the farm sector, growth of the cooperative sector. Let me share it with you, excellencies and distinguished audience. India put in its constitution panchayat elections, municipal elections and cooperatives. So this is constitutionally fortified, which means it is spinally embedded in our culture. If I look around, there are lakhs of women elected at the village level and municipal level. They are heading governance units at the village, at the district level. Right now, as indicated, the world is facing challenges. And challenges are in the shape of existence. Existential challenges. I am going beyond climate change. Climate change is a menace created by us. Reckless exploitation of natural resources, of which we are not owners, we are trustees. We thought on the planet it is meant only for human beings, ignoring living beings. And there is awareness all around because we are cliff-hanging. But other challenges are hunger, destitution, poverty. So look at the two extremes. On one hand, we have disruptive technologies. At the other hand, we have the stark, naked reality of suffering and destitution. India offers a perfect example how to leverage technology to empower people, to mitigate their suffering, to cut into corruption, to generate transparency, to generate accountability. And that is why in this country, I am sure you can have the figure 1.5 billion people. Unity in diversity, very varied. But what a seamless service connectivity, service delivery. There are no long queues for services now. Every person seems to be empowered to get benefit of technology, even if he or she has to receive some assistance. Let me give you a single illustration. 100 million farmers. Number is very large. Thrice a year, they get in their banks, in their bank accounts, government assistance directly. What is striking, ladies and gentlemen, is not that the government is equipped. What is really significant and game-changing is that my farmer sisters and brothers are duly enabled to get this assistance directly. India can be role model for the world because this has been indicated by the World Bank. The reflection by the World Bank was that the kind of technological penetration, deep digitization, availability of people-centric services to the people with ease, seamlessly, without corruption. India has attained it in 6 years, which otherwise, according to the World Bank, will take more than 4 decades. So this unprecedented assembly of ministers, secretaries, diplomats from other nations is a ray of hope. It's a beacon of light. I am full of optimism and confidence that this will be brought about. And I say so because this is taking place in India. We have had G20s and we are having still. But G20 in India was different. Prime Minister Modi focused on 2 aspects particularly. One was inclusion of the African Union in G20. I would want excellencies in particular to focus on the underlying spirit of it. European Union was already a member of G20. African Union should have been at the same time.